herbs, bears now gorge themselves. The extra calories are a valuable boost before hibernation. The rush of salmon marks a turning point in Hokkaido's year, for it is now that autumn arrives on the highest peaks. This is Hokkaido's secret garden, a world beyond the clouds, arena of the gods. High in these alpine moorlands, stone pine nuts have ripened, and they're eagerly harvested by many creatures, especially nutcrackers. Nutcrackers live up to their name. Their pointed bills are excellent tools for breaking open cones and extracting the nutritious seeds. Such is the demand for pine nuts that this bounty only lasts a few days. The nutcrackers work furiously, filling their crops with seeds before looking for a place to bury them, as a store for when food is harder to find. The pines also benefit from this, as many birds forget where they've planted their seeds. Siberian chipmunks are also fond of pine nuts. Like bears, they hibernate through the winter, so autumn is a time of frantic feeding. Chipmunks, like many of Hokkaido's creatures, probably have their origins in Russia, though the Ainu think otherwise. They say that chipmunks came from the slippers of the gods, which were accidentally left behind when the earth was made. Living on the very highest peaks, in a fortress of boulders, is a relic of the Ice Age, the pika. Pikas never stray far from their rockeries. It's just too risky. These moorlands are good hunting for buzzards, especially in autumn, with so much activity on the ground. Safe in its lair, the pika busily stockpiles plants for the winter. All too soon, his rock garden will be buried under a blanket of snow. As autumn creeps down the mountains, unearthly cries echo among the valleys. The deer rut has begun, and mature stags now gather to stake their claims for females, marking prominent places with their pungent odor. Even the youngest males are getting frisky, though this is just a friendly bout. By tasting the air, mature stags know when a female is in heat. This one still has her calf from the summer, but it doesn't deter the male. The Ainu say that when the earth was made, the gods scattered bones in the mountains which turned into deer. Into the rivers, they threw the bones of fish. Nature once provided everything the Ainu needed. From the rivers came trout and salmon for food, From the forests, deerskin and tree bark for making clothes. In the marshes, they cut reeds for thatching houses. Even their fishing spears were fashioned from deer antlers. But nowadays, the old ways are gradually disappearing. Towards the end of autumn, Pacific salmon reach the headwaters of Hokkaido's rivers and begin their final act of life. With hooked jaws and jutting teeth, males battle for patches of gravel that will attract a female. Once they are comfortably settled, the pairs shed eggs and sperm into the current. Black-headed gulls are quick to seize this opportunity for a meal, thieving eggs the moment they're released. The Ainu say that salmon are really people who sacrifice themselves. And with their goal achieved, the spent fish now pay the ultimate price, slowly giving up on life. As winter approaches, the Garden of the Gods has its crowning moment of glory, bursting into a blaze of color. Gathering in their dancing fields once again, Japanese cranes and their chicks prepare for change as icy winds from Arctic Russia sweep the land. For Hokkaido's residents, hardship returns. But for the visitors from Russia, there is the promise of good times ahead. And now, piercing the wind, comes a familiar song. Hooper swans, Hokkaido's majestic symbols of winter, are back. The skies fill with a blizzard of wings. The return of the swans is welcomed by Ainu people, for they still regard them as messengers from heaven, sent to protect their race from suffering. But rescue may have come too late. Today, only the oldest Ainu remember a life that was. A life where true harmony existed between people and nature. Though the future of Ainu people is uncertain, their spirit will undoubtedly live on in this otherworldly place. Japan's magical Garden of the Gods.
We pay another visit to some gardens closer to home tomorrow here on BBC4, off to Sissinghurst again in a double bill from 9. Next tonight, though, we head to Edinburgh for Murder and Intrigue in Newtown.